Under Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Vision Purvodaya mission, India's ambitious Bharatmala project coastal highway is under construction.
For any coastal state, connectivity with the rest of the country is of primary importance. Similarly, the focus on road development has paved the way for multi-sectoral expansion of the state's economy. With the proposed coastal highway project being approved after several environmental bottlenecks and ecological concerns, the connectivity and accessibility across Odisha is set to shoot up.
Hello and welcome to New India Junction. I am Richa Dwivedi, and today let's talk about how the new coastal highway will boost development in Odisha. India's road infrastructure has seen considerable development over the last few years. The national highways in particular have emerged as beacon of sustained growth and unstoppable progress.
The length of national highways that grew from 19,811 kilometers in 1951 to just 66,550 kilometers in 2007. By March 2021, however, it has increased to over 1 lakh kilometers. The story appears to be the same for Odisha as well. In 2003, Odisha had 3,704 kilometers of national highways. That remained the same until 2012, just 1 year short of decade. By 2014, length had increased to just 4,639 kilometers. However, by 2018, the same had risen to 6,968 kilometers, and with the ongoing works, it is expected to cross 9,000 kilometers in the coming years.
The 382 kilometers long Tangi Digha coastal highway will completely transform the fortunes of coastal Odisha. The highway is being built at an approximate cost of Rs 8,000 to 10,000 crores.
The project, which has received considerable support from Union Minister Dharmendra Pradhan, will start from Tangi and passes through Brahmagiri, Satapada, Paradeep, Ratanpur, Dhamra, Basudevpur before terminating in Digha. Now let's look at the benefits. First, infrastructure for connectivity. With better roads, there come better services, be it hospitality, industry, or associated agencies like warehouse. Imagine a heavy industry. Would it not be easier to transport equipment and machinery directly from the road to wherever it needs to go?
The highway will provide an economic corridor under Government of India's Eastern Dedicated Freight Corridor for the transport of the region's agricultural as well as pisciculture produce to Paradeep and Dhamra port. It will also facilitate the movement of supplies and rescue teams in times of natural disasters such as cyclones and floods.
Similarly, whatever needs to be shipped out can be done sooner, quicker, with more efficiency.
Second, tourism. The Odisha Coastal Highway will become one of India's top tourist attractions, inviting visitors to take a road trip covering Odisha's most important historic, religious and cultural sites, and of course it will reduce the travel time that connects major towns along the coast.
Third, temples. Since the coastal highways will be passing close to iconic towns like Puri, for example, which has already received its fair share of development under the Prasad scheme, the many devotees who previously had to take the long and harsh road to see their revered Prabhu Jagannath will be able to get there without any trouble, all the while taking in the scenic Odisha coastline.
कोस्टल रोड अभी कनेक्शन हो रहा है हमारा चिलिका लेके वेस्ट बंगाल तक. वो एक हो जाएगा तो इजीली लोग लॉन्ग ड्राइव में निकल सकते हैं, आराम से कार लेके पूरी पहुंच गए, बीच एंजॉय किए जा सकते हैं. वो एक अच्छा प्रोजेक्ट है, उसके लिए हम लोग वेटिंग में. वो हो जाएगा तो और
जो कोस्टल हाईवे बन रहा है. हाँ. ओके, सो आपको उम्मीद है उससे और ज्यादा यहाँ का टूरिज्म पोटेंशियल बढ़ेगा? बहुत
बढ़ेगा, क्योंकि पूरी एक ऐसा टूरिज्म प्लेस है जहाँ पर टेम्पल टूरिज्म है, बीच टूरिज्म है, हर एक टाइप का टूरिज्म आपको मिलेगा. तो लोग आराम से आएंगे, गोवा भूल जाएंगे एक बार वो हो जाएगा तो.
The fourth is of course employment generation. Not only from the construction itself, but also through the many industries that make their way to the region following the project's completion. Now let's consider the drawback.
An infra project of this scale poses a considerable risk to ecologically sensitive areas, particularly along the coast. The biodiversity of the beautiful Chilika Lake was also in the way of the initial proposal. But thankfully, the central and state governments have taken cognizance of the same and have decided to skip the very sensitive areas, including the Chilika Lake, turtle nesting sites, etc., by shortening the project by around 50 kilometers from the initially planned 415 kilometers. One of the first tenders relating to the project are expected to release soon, and then the journey would begin. The destination would of course be a new era of connectivity for the coastal state. The passengers would be the entire country, primarily the residents of Odisha. The development, be it infra growth, industry, or even power, has allowed this eastern state to not just function as per its potential, but to also expand it as far and as fast as possible. And that seems to be the story of the new India. Click on the thumbs up if you liked this video, hit the bell icon so that you're notified each time we upload a new video, and subscribe to New India Junction. Dhanyabad and Namaste.